All right, how's everybody doing? It is halftime, 10 o'clock. That video I made this morning, I did not have the thingy plugged in all the way. So I made a video, but you could not hear me. All right. So I'm going to go over some of those names that we talked about. And again, you can go back and play it. You can see what I was talking about, but you can't hear me out. So that's my bad. And you know what? I'm not gonna sweat it. Is what it is. All right. So what I want to do is I'm gonna start off with the futures here. Right. We are moving very nicely, sitting on the highs right now across the board, except for the Qs. All right. The Qs have kind of stalled out on us here a little bit. All right. So diamonds sitting on the highs of the day here, moving very, very nice. Back up to 489. It's going to start to hit 49,000. I've been calling for 50,000 for a while, and it's coming. It's coming. All right. When there's been guys calling for the markets to crash for 20 years. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta, I'm saying I think we get going into the new year here. We might see a little bit of a swing downside here. I wouldn't be surprised if we took some of the profits. All right, but it's going to be really difficult to tell. You're going to have to watch the charts. Okay, there's nothing out there that can really hurt us as yet. All right, but we see that silver and gold moving like that. It's a little telltale sign, all right, especially when silver moves like that. Okay, so that could be that's definitely something you want to watch out for. Okay, all right. So anyhow, going into the new year, there's your diamonds, right? We got up there. Can we get to 50,000 before the end of the year? Oh, that's a call. All right, that could happen. All right, that could happen. The way things are going right now. So diamonds are nice here, right? You got this really, really nice month going on here. And it did hit up to 489.66, but that would take a lot here. That would take a lot. All right, so we'll see. Considering that we got what? We got Friday, and then we got Friday, and then we got 3 days. All right, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull that one off. All right, but moving very nicely. All right, moving very nicely. SPY sitting up on the highs as well. All right, so new highs is probably 689.49. So still chasing about 30 cents here. All right, trying to get back up to 689.70. So we're there for all potential purposes. And you got the diamonds because AI is messy. All right. If there's anything that's messy, yeah. I see Microsoft is finally starting to get better here now. All right. So still chasing here, and we're still inside month on Qs. All right. So that looks like we might not get out. Might not get to the highs before the end of the year here. 637. That's a ways away. All right, that's 25 to what? 22, 32. Yeah, $15. All right, so $15 and change if your Qs are going to get back up. I mean, unless they're really gonna, package that up for next week and they just jam all of them up here. I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know. Microsoft, though, I'm in it to win it with the 212 up on the day. All right. I added two. So, again, I'm just hoping like to get through here. But who knows? So there's Microsoft up $1.20. I'm gonna go a couple of these names. Advanced Micro Devices. Look at that. Red on the week. All right, red on the week, inside messy in the month, ain't going anywhere. All right, AMD, Avgo has been getting better, right? Another one stuck inside with the outside month. on Avgo, so that's going to be difficult to get around this thing right now. All right, and there's your 2 up on your day down. So that's what's going on. Oracle, another one here, just not having the best end of the year. That is for damn sure. It was down. This was April, obviously. But it was the move to the downside. It made a really mighty move, and that was the day that was the earnings. That was earnings. All right, and then you get that big 3-1-2-2-2 back down. So that's our big trade here, and we know that Amazon's not been doing anything. All right, Amazon can't even get it going here. 2 up. All right, so maybe Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday they take these things up, but I don't know. All right, Nvidia's stuck inside the month here, so we got a lot of ones that are going to be coming in 2-1 month going in the end of the year. I still think these guys are strapped for cash. All right, so I think there's a fundamental. I mean, I think that obviously AI is going to get there where they ever want it to be because there's just too much invested and it's too big to fail. All right, United States government won't let that happen. All right, so Nvidia, just here we go, garbage, right? Still stuck inside. So the tech trade is kind of, and that's why the Qs are the way they are. It's just too messy. You saw AMD, right? Micron's been a stud, man. All right, I mean Micron, just forget about it. And then we got so many other names that I could go through. I'm not going to go through. I think I went through some of the big ones there. I was looking for Apple to get back up to the highs, 288. I'd say now it's going to be a real challenge to get back up to the high of that month. All right, with 4 days to go. All right, you're inside on week now, though. So we'll see what Friday brings, all right? Because, we're going to be closing here at noon, all right, Chicago time. All right, so what did I talk about this morning? Well, you didn't hear me. Costco. What a day upper. I talked about it yesterday anyway. So I was saying yesterday we could get a nice move on Costco. I'm in there. I picked some up at, I'll tell you exactly where I got it at. Costco, 862 and change. 862 and change. And I'm keeping it. All right. So Costco, we talked about Nike, right? These are the first 2 that I led off with. I had to go back to my video that I made and so we'll see what kind of blunder I did. That it is, again, man. It's the holidays. I'm not going to get upset about anything. And I'm not going to have any expectations about anything either. I'll tell you that. Expectations, especially when you're thinking, I'm going to come into work today and I'm going to make $500. Don't say that. Okay, just don't say that. Just let the cards get dealt to you, and then you play them. All right, and play them the best you can. And some days you're going to be really good, and some days you're really going to suck. All right, it's just that easy. It's just that's the way it is. All right, so Costco, beautiful though. This was a call, and I called this yesterday, so you guys knew that. But I did not say to you that you did not hear me say is that Nike was actually Tim Cook invested bought 3 million shares of Nike. That's the reason why Nike's moving up. So Nike's made a nice move. She stalled out up here at 60. I think she's kind of stuck right now. I'd like to see her to get back up to the highs here at 60.57. It might be trouble. It might be a little troublesome right now. I'm watching the 15 cooking a 2-1 inside right now. Let's flip that over to the 15 so you can see what I'm talking about. You got this right here. Stall out, stall out, stall out, stall out, stall out. We're looking for that 2-1-2. We do have the day that's holding up pretty well. What I do want to pull up is I want to pull up that 30. All right, you got 30, and then let's pull up that 60, and then I got to shut down that overnight business. All right, so right here, So there you go. This is where you really are stuck right now. All right. That is going to be hard to get out of right now. All right. We'll just see if we can hold that 2-1-2 possibly back up. All right. But Nike is completely that's it. It hit the ceiling. Okay, it hit the ceiling, and that's that. All right, so we talked about some AI. We talked about Amazon. We talked about that Mag 7, right? I might have missed one here. How about Meta? Meta stuck in that, looking very similar here to Nike with the 3-1 inside. It is 2 up on the day. Shooter down on month. So it's going to take something to get these guys to turn around coming in. So AI is definitely messy coming into the new year. Looking for cash. All right, looking for cash. All right. So now and knowing that, here comes the Dow, right? 48,000, going up to 49,000 here, getting close. I don't think we'll hit 50,000 this by the end of this year. But the way they're going right now, boy, they are hot to trot. All right, diamonds are still pushing up here. All right, trying to get back up to those highs at 489.66. That's 48,900, right? So we're looking at 49K. We're looking at 49K. I've been calling for 50K. And there's been so many stallouts. The week here. Oh, this little move to the downside here. Let's see. This is the things is that this is why you hang on to things. Okay? This is why you hang on to things. All right? And try to eliminate as much as you can to the downside. And, getting in at the right places is very important, okay? And we're going to talk more about that into the new year. And I talk about that a lot. Where you get in is very important, all right? And things are going to go against you, and that's just the way it is, all right? It's just the way it is. All right, so Costco and Nike, those were the first two that I came off with right off the bat. All right, I'm kind of going back to the names that I went through this morning. All right, so there's our Costco, really, really brilliant. All right, really, really nice. But I told you guys about it yesterday. All right, I don't want to be a bragger. Jenny. I'll let someone else pat my back. I don't need to pack it on my own. All right, Jenny. Jenny fighting back here. Look at that. Jenny was down and out too, man. All right, so sellers took control all the way down. Now we could get some buyers back in control. Watch out for Jenny. She might pop back up here before the end of the day. She's at 2-upper on the day. She's capable of anything. All right, we'll see. I would love to see it. But right now, it's cooking a nice 30 inside right now. All right, Walmart looks like it wants to take another one up here. I think Walmart, 110.30, 110.30, guys. I think as long as you stay above 110.30, I think you're golden. That's a good, that is your support level. If it comes back into that area, that's where you want to be paying attention and trying to get in. All right, find your support levels. Know where you're at. Don't take out too many positions unless you're really, really good and you can watch 10, 12 stocks and you know where all them support levels are, then that's really good. That's really good. All right. You know what you're doing. But for newer traders, and that's who I really want to talk to the most, is you're coming into this thing, you're just trying to make some money. So find our support level, and I give you that. I'm always giving you numbers. I'm always shooting out numbers at you. I'm not just talking about them, all right? I'm talking about them because I think that's where the support levels are, all right? And I put the resistance numbers up as well. All right, so Costco, we talked about Nike, Walmart. We just talked about Walmart. I think Walmart's going to get back up. But it's going to take some doing here with the 2-week coming back inside, all right? And just this gets the start of something, and I don't know what that means. All right, but maybe there is where maybe where it starts. Roblox is higher this morning, up 76 cents, 3-2 up on the Roblox. Again, I keep yapping on about this one. We're going to get a new month in here, guys, and we'll see if something changes there. You got a 2-1 day now in Roblox. I don't know. Coming off the bottom for some reason, I just think the stock should be better. Okay, I think that's my problem. All right, and that's what I think that is there. All right, Path was one of the ones that I gave you this morning. PATH on our Gapper list, up $1.28. Kind of keeps stalling out. If you go down to like a shorter time frame, just kind of chopping. All right, so not much there. That thing might finish strong. Nike continues to come back. It's stuck at that 60. Can't really move. All right, so crude was a little higher. It dipped, and now crude's trying to come back up. Here's not much going on with energy. Schlumberger and the drillers are all sitting tight. Not much at all. XLE is flat. All right, so that group, XRT, man, I can't put enough emphasis. This thing is fighting back like a dog, man. Look at this thing with the inside day today. I'm betting on this thing takes the day. Are you crazy, man? I think we're going to get this day. All right, so XRT. Have I been talking about XRT a lot? Yeah, I've been talking a lot about retail. Primarily probably because I'm stuck with Macy. All right, Macy get better, though. Trying to come back in the day. Look at that. I like to go hammer up. Hammer me up, I said, my boy. Hammer me up. I would like. That's kind of hammerish, but I'd like to see a sexier one. All right. So Macy's there, better. We go through some names here, some retail names here. Burlington Coat Factory, because I was there, and the place was packed. But going into a couple days before, that's what you're going to get. Fighting back on the 15 right now. It's been trapped inside the outsider since the beginning of the day here. All right, so everything's a 1 right now until you get through out there. But if you get out of there, you got moved to the upside. Chasing month down at 297. That's $11 away. I'd say that'd be a little bit difficult. All right, Burlington Coat Factory. I'm just going off the top of my head. Ross Stores, 181.13. Up 53 cents on the day. It's got a hammer up on the day. There you go. 2-2 back up on retail. Look at retail. They fell apart. I think it's coming back, guys, because the Dow's getting better, and we know that when the diamonds are going to move, we know that retail should get moving, and then we should know that discretionary should be moving with them as well. There you go. You got the day inside. This has been chopping like here. All right. Trying to get out of this mess. All right, XLY, better. And I got to say, man, I love Microsoft. And not many stocks are doing what Microsoft is doing today. All right, look at this 212 now. All right, I want to buy more. All right, but not here, not today. But I got some. But I think she's moving. And I can't put enough emphasis on Boeing either, guys. 224. All right, 224. It's only going to get better for Boeing. All right. They're still low on cash, but they're getting their problems fixed. It took a long time, as you can see. All right. Boeing had a lot of problems, and as you see them right here, okay? I think a lot of these problems are behind them, all right? So 224, 242, I'm 226, okay? This is the one. This is our next stop. I think Boeing could really move, guys. That's why I bought some more. I got some at 198, and then I got a little bit more at 206 or something. All right. there's going to be days when it comes in. You're gonna see that it's going to rain. All right, it's going to rain. There's going to be days when it's going to rain, and when it's those days are the days that we want to be engaged and be watching and seeing where's your support level. Okay, so Boeing can't love it, love it, love it, love it. I think it goes higher for sure. All right. Let's go through some of those names that we talked about yesterday with that General Dynamics. I think, there's more money coming into this field into the new year for sure. All right, coming back up here on you got a nice hammer on General Dynamics coming into the end of the year after a really nice move. I'd like to see some kind of profit taking in here. All right, maybe you get a little break to the downside before they go. All right, that's usually they'll do. They'll kind of fall off. Look at Northrop, nice hammer on the outside month, looking for the 3-2 up. All right, these are going higher. All right, Raytheon, there you go, three on the month, sitting on the high of the year. All right, so it's going to be hard for us to get in on these. All right, so we're going to watch closely. And we'll see. Like Iridium, IRDM is one of the cheaper ones. This one's 2-1 inside. And if anything, there's value is Palantir. All right, because Palantir is garbage with everybody else. But this 3-1-2 up going into next year, get out of the way. All right. They're going to be building a lot of ships. All right. And most of the money has been going to Palantir on that. All right, so be aware of that. You could get like an earnings disappointment, crapper down, then you buy more. All right, but Palantir, I think this is the one with the 3-1 going into the new year. I don't see it getting out. I don't see that thing getting out. All right, so that group really, really contained in Boeing. Boeing is in that group as too. All right. It is 10:19. I can't say enough about my retail. It's gonna take that day. 87.19 right now. It's only about 18 cents away. Get. All right, Macy's. Do something. All right, do something. Back in the 2-1 in the side here. It's really been so suppressed. But I think Macy's just had a really great Christmas time. I think really, really busy. All these Macy's stores. These guys are going to show some good earnings. All right, that's what I think. So I think you got to hang on to Macy's. All right, I think you got it. That's the one you got to hold on to. XLV trying to go back up to the highs right now on your sectors. XLV. Where are we at here on the day? Sitting on the highs of the day now. Bristol Myers kind of backed off a little bit. No, Bristol to the highs. Merck trying to get back up. You got a little bit of room, not much room there. I'm trying to find something for a trade, finish the day. Nike is kind of starting to dip up, come back up again. He got a 2-2 back up, but she's really chopping. Costco's gone into chop mode. I don't see her pulling back. I think Costco's maybe the start of something, but maybe not. They might just turn around and try all this business right back out again because you still got that nasty month and you still got that nasty quarter. All right, so sitting on the yearly low right now might be a good place. I don't know. Let's check that Procter & Gamble. 144, guys, up another buck and change. That's the low. 138.14 takes out almost a 3-year on that move. That move to the downside almost took out 3 years. All right, and better now, 2-2 up on the day. I still haven't gotten it. I'm in at 138. All right, doesn't look like I'm going to get filled at 138 anytime soon. All right, there's still time in this trade. You got a nice hammer forming now. All right, and remember this now, XLP, just absolute garbage. All right, took a day up. I mean, have a Coke and a smile. Nope, stuck inside. How about a Pepsi and a smile? How about something and a smile? Pepsi down. All right, so you get it, Colgate. You're going to need more toothpaste. There you go. Colgate's made the move. KMB, you're going to need diapers. 212. 212 back up on the daily on Kimberly. All right, so starting to get better. How about Coke? Coke's been kind of left behind a little bit. See, this is where you look for a laggard, man. Stuck inside on the month here. This might not be a bad spot down here. It's $69. All right. It's been garbage, man, you know. It's inside month. You're probably better off playing the 212 month. Maybe it'll hammer up for you a little bit. All right. So Boeing, Microsoft going to the highs. Natty Gas, it's just garbage today. I made some money on it yesterday. All right. I made some money in yesterday. I sold a bunch of it at the highs. I sold that at 12.90, but I picked up on it early, so I had a nice day there. Took some profits. Inside day today. Look for the 212 back up. All right, this thing. Watch out with this thing. It gaps a lot. It's got gapper issues. Look at this guy right here. Boom. On the 15-minute. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I got the NASDAQ going to the highs, NQ. Yeah, to the upside with the NASDAQ. Here comes the Qs we're holding back. They just got their act together since we've been talking. 2-2 back up, going back up to the highs of the day. Still stuck inside, but you're going to have a nice hammer going into the end of the year. Microsoft, all right. AI trade, we'll see how the new year comes, unless Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they just rip them. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think they got, they tried to sell this thing like it's going to happen next week. It's not going to happen next week. By the time we really get AI into place and everything, 2030, maybe 2029, but everything, they said that 10 years ago, they said that every car on the road would be an electric vehicle. No, the majority of cars are running on gas. There's no gas stations would be closing all over the country. That's not happening. All right. So they like to tell you that things are going to happen quick. It's not. It's going to take a long time. All right. Walmart going better. All right. I got to go. All right. Have a wonderful Christmas. I said it earlier. I said it earlier to you. Merry Christmas to you, to your families. Be good. Enjoy your family. Don't drink too much. They said that I saw this thing. It said that a lot of people's blood pressure go up during the Christmas season. I think there's true to that. There's some anxiety. You got getting the right gift and things like that. Listen, anything that you give somebody, they're gonna love it. Okay. Now they might go get in the car and say, but they're not gonna say it. Okay, so don't worry about it. All right, so everybody, though, seriously, man, Merry Christmas to all. All right, and kiss the babies, and tell everybody you love them. All right, do it. All right, I'm gonna let you go. All right, be good.